Well, am I missing any spell slots or apparently I'm missing at least one use of Toby because he's on the map. Or have we rested?
You have had a long rest because on your boat ride back from the swamp to Saltmarsh, there was adequate time for a long rest, so everybody should have one.
Right. Yes, I remember now.
Okay. Cool.
If everybody else is physically, if not psychologically prepared, we'll, we'll actually start with today's session. I haven't rewatched last session, so I don't even know what you did. And it'll be a surprise to Stiiv because he has a squint now.
He does.
Yeah,
Hey,
last
Squiddy.
session was mainly kind of diplomacy. You took Gary, the young bronze wormling, to the Bloodroot tribe at Farron's suggestion. And you did that whole tactful talk about, okay, yeah, your daughter's dead. But here's a new dragon kid instead.
Surprise! We brought you a replacement.
And I mean that went pretty well.
She didn't leave us in the cells.
She didn't leave you in the cells. There's this whole like kind of it was a little bit of lying, so you guys did all right at it. About the whole presentation of the Bloodroot sap and playing off that nothing bad has happened with Kaifoth. God no. It's just an honor. She's blessed the tribe. She likes the tribe so much that she's allowed her child to spend time with the Bloodroot, just as the children of the Bloodroot Queen has historically gone and spent time with Kaifoth over the years. So that got played off. There was lying, and that went well as also. You got invited to go to to stay for a couple of days, attend the burial ceremonies that they had for the lost Lizardfolk dead, including Belly. And you also kind of got to peek in on some of the ritual that the shamans did with the Bloodroot sap, making a potion, which they gave you a share of. With the assumption that when the time comes to raid the Swagan and retake their home place, you guys are going to be on board. Therefore, you should be drinking the Bloodroot potion as well, just as their warriors will be doing. So I think each of you should have 2 bottles of that.
Yes. Well, I know Rach and I took ours.
If you
I don't know if
Stiiv, you might still have 2 bottles in the party loot inventory.
I see 2 bottles of Bloodroot potion, if that's what you're referring to.
Yes.
Cool.
Now in my backpack.
Yeah, it's potionated. On your way leaving, you met up with Constable Judy and Constable Green back at the Mephit powered jolly boat. They were a little shook. They spoke of a terrifying encounter with a land shark during the night. They were still a bit upset about it, but you guys were like, land sharks are not a thing. You need to chill out, Constable Judy and Constable Green. And you guys all hopped in the boat ready to grr grr grr, poof poof your way home. Some impromptu method noises. When this strange creature came up out of the water, it was like a cat with a tentacle face. And I shared the Lindsay Wakefield picture, which we are using for the avatar of the Squinton, because that's where the Squinton came from.
she's got some great art. Actually, I had a look.
She
last
does.
week. Started following her on Twitter.
So check it out. Go get your very own Squinton. And it was just it seemed to be troubled because the water seems to be cleared up of the contagion that was present when you arrived at Marseval. It seemed that Farron's efforts to cleanse the blood root of the corruption the fiends had perpetrated has been successful. And there's this squid kind of seems to be coughing and struggling in the water. And you guys befriended it. It seems to refer to itself as baby, and whoever it's currently bonded to as mother. It seems to be bonding with whoever it can touch with its tentacles. And when it touches you with its tentacles, it can communicate with you telepathically. Otherwise, it tends to just say meowth and cough a lot. The squitten seems to have an affinity for gross, poisonous stuff.
We fed it rum last week.
Yeah, you fed it rum. You also fed Gary, the dragon child, some rum.
Don't talk about that.
Yeah.
Wait,
Look, in my defense, I thought the DM said Stiiv was asking me for rum, and I thought, yeah, okay.
I said Gary. Have you ever thought I said
I'm
Stiiv?
sure you did. Yeah, my brain was elsewhere, obviously.
Yeah, you think there was something funny, and this was like Kymir's rum that was getting offered up to people, and there was some concern that there was something funny with that rum, but people shook it off. You know, maybe it's just been on the shelf too long.
he fed the underage child rancid rum.
It's a baby dragon. I mean, how old is he? He's
What
probably about
age?
600 years old.
Yeah, like an underage dragon is like what, 5 centuries old.
Oh,
Who knows?
just for my own sanity, how exactly did we get back out of Marseval?
Oh,
Climbed up.
With that
yeah.
150-foot column.
Well, actually, you
with our
didn't climb
rope.
up.
Yeah, Stiiv didn't climb up. Actually, Gary had his construct dragon toy that he calls Bartholomew. I think I have a picture. What did I do with the picture of Bartholomew?
Oh, but he was awesome. And I want one. Not that I'm allowed to buy anything anymore, but yeah.
There's Bartholomew.
Be awesome.
So this little kind of clockwork construct dragon was magical, and Gary would say some words in Draconic that you don't understand because nobody who speaks Draconic is in the party anymore. And when he said words, sometimes Bartholomew would change size and stuff, and so he shrunk Bartholomew to a size that could carry people, but could still actually navigate up the tower. And they strapped Stiiv to the back of him because otherwise Stiiv would wiggle too much. And Gary and Stiiv flew up the tower. Meanwhile, Kymir and Shaefira tried to climb up. Shaefira had no problem. Kymir fell a little.
Bit. Only on the last bit.
Got a few bumps. And I think you only managed to collect half the pittance and your rope.
Yes, we need to buy more.
Yeah. So you may have rope in your
So,
inventory. You shouldn't have all the rope that you started with.
Oh. Okay, well, it's 3 50-foot segments. So should I make it like 1.5 50-foot segments?
2.
I think maybe 2.
Yeah.
You
left behind at least 1 50-foot segment of rope. Because it was at the last 50 feet that Kymir fell. But luckily, Kymir landed on something on one of the plats below rather than falling completely to his death. So that was good.
Should I be getting rid of the one rope that I've got in my inventory?
Well, I borrowed someone's. So actually, I borrowed 2 someone's. One I think was Erethlon, and one was yours.
I think it should be like Shaefira has a rope and Stiiv has a rope now.
Yep. So mine's gone. So I will remove mine.
Anything that you borrowed from the Lizardfolk tribe has been returned. And I think I upped the ante of the pittance that you guys had, like added a couple pittance back. Because some of those were retrieved, but not all.
I don't think I have any.
I've got 17.
That'll work. You've got the climbing kit anyway.
Yeah, I think it was Shaefira who had most of them anyway.
And let me share the squitting again. Since Stiiv was not present for the squitting.
So cute.
Milf.
Adorable.
I mean, it's basically the D&D version of Goose, isn't it?
Goose.
Yes, he's like a goose. Now once you made your squitting friend, all that remained was to travel back to Saltmarsh, which took about 8 hours, but proceeded without further difficulty. It is now the dawn, or just after dawn. Let's say early morning of, let's see, the 15th of Ron. It's been almost 2 weeks since you left. And this was the date that the ballot for the elections was finalized. Only a matter of hours before the official docket is in. And then it's about, 4 days until the actual election happens?
Yeah, it says that happens on Zoe.
Yeah, or Thursday for us people who can't learn things. And
Two those.
that would make today Sunday.
Sumozo Weezo Fasa.
Yeah, I draw the line at dates. Or days of the week. So the way we left it was that you were putting into the bay where the Saltmarsh docks are, but that was just where we left it. So tell me, now that you've approached Saltmarsh, oh, I almost forgot. Before I ask you that, you could be thinking about like when you approach Saltmarsh, where are you headed? But while you're thinking about that, roll me a charisma check.
I was hoping she
In
would
the
forget
tower.
Yeah, do you want it in the tower?
In the tower.
Charisma. Check. Oh, that's not right. Map's in the way. Hang on. There we go. I'm sure that's a proper toy, that BonnieBew. Yeah. Anyway.
Let me save that before it's too late. Oh, let me share another, because we have an updated, this is where you are now, or an updated map of Saltmarsh. And I've added in a couple more points of interest of places that over the time you have lived here, Stiiv has either pointed out or it's become obvious to you that that's where these things are, or they're places you've been.
Pathways of the Mind. Have we been there?
I kind of want to see Eureka Fishwax Emporium.
I think you kind of like walked past, you went near that building. Because it's close to
We did.
Barry's
It's
house.
right next to Barry's house.
It's like to the south of Barry's house. There's quite a smell, but the Stiiv is known for having quite a smell all over the place. But it's especially fishy near the Eureka Fishwax Emporium.
Okay.
So you're approaching Saltmarsh. Where do you head first?
Well, this all started off. Well, I suppose we have to drop the constables off to start with.
Oh, you know what I didn't mention was that you had the emissaries from the Bloodroot tribe traveling along with you. And I also failed to mention that whole little, skirmish as you were leaving the Bloodroot tribe's mound, where you killed a Soagan scouting party. But Crackdas, who is the Lizardfolk, who was kind of your guide, your escort through a lot of your time spent at the Bloodroot Tribe's compound. So you're kind of familiar with Crackdas, and they seem amiable enough. And Garut, who you came to learn was one of the Lizardfolk sent to the Sea Ghost. I think that's the name of the ship that Shaefira blew up.
I haven't told him that, though.
Garut doesn't realize that Shaefira is the one responsible for blowing up that ship and causing the Lizardfolk to lose out on the weapons that they were trying to purchase, as well as the money that they paid for them, because Shaefira was disguised as a smuggler known as a Geordie at the time. But you have this like vague knowing that Garut is somebody who you screwed over a little bit at one point in time, but he doesn't realize it.
We have a disturbing and uncanny ability to screw people over without them realizing it.
That's good.
Yeah, it's like
I'd
your
rather
major
they
skill.
didn't know.
So you got Garut, you got Crackdust in the boat, you've got the constables in the boat with you. The Squittin, Dave is flying along. And then it's Shaefira, Kymir, and Stiiv.
Well, what are we doing with the Lizardfolk people things? Are we, because we're not really in charge of the town or anything at whatever at the minute, are we? So we need to drop them off
At the minute.
Not at the minute. You're
Fingers
trying to
crossed,
avoid it,
never
but
not.
Yet.
So we need to take them to someone, don't we?
Do.
yeah.
Really.
And Constable Green and Judy, they're kind of like antsy to get back to report to duty and report on the mission.
Yeah, let's officially turn in the quest and
Get reward. Yep. Okay,
Yeah.
that sounds good.
Where do you turn in the quest?
The town hall? Is that where the council? What was it?
I can't even remember who asked us to go. Was it that dude? What's his
No,
name?
it was that woman, wasn't it, on the council?
I think it was
we
the entire
were at the
council.
town. Yeah, we were at the town council hall when we got
Back there then.
You went to a
Yeah.
meeting, like
assigned the quest.
a special meeting.
Oh, speaking of which, Mask of Many Faces at the Esteban Urkel before we go into town hall.
Where is?
Not
As you're
sure.
coming in, in the water, you're still like a ways out in the water. There's a bit of like the water's gotten a bit frothy, and there seems to be, you hear far to the north, there's a loud crashing sound. It seems to be coming from the north side of town.
Oh, then up towards the Stiiv.
Yeah, up toward the Stiiv. And as you come into the docks proper, it seems to be not very busy on the docks for this time of the morning.
Where are we? Just out of curiosity, because there's a lot of dock.
You are at the main inlet, so like the area that's inland where the Sharkfin Bridge is.
Right.
Oh, okay, we're way in there.
So you came like kind of sailing down the port, and then you coming sailing down the coast, and then you were coming in by, there's that little island to the east, which I
We're
can't
like
remember
over
the name of
where
it.
the scribble is.
It's Dreadwood Isle, I think. Maybe it's not Dreadwood Isle, but it's an island of stuff. I think there's like some stones on it, some standing stones actually. Anyway, you sailed in between that island and into the, yeah, you're there. just to the north of you is like on either side are the markets that you've been to. To the south is the market where you gave Barry the tomato vendor psychological damage. The market to the north is where you played claw pong in that area, and just a little bit farther north is where Esteban Urkel likes to drink at the Snapping Line.
And right next door to that is the town council hall, where we need to go drop off a whole bunch of diplomats.
Yeah, so this is kind of like on the way to the town hall.
Okay. When you say it's quieter than normal, can we see people though?
You don't
Or
see
is it-
very many people along the dock.
But there are some people there.
Roll perception.
Okay.
Normally, there would be a lot more people working at the docks, cleaning the earliest catch of the day.
Rogue on brand.
Yeah, got my eyes.
Wait, did Steve roll?
Oh, I didn't know that was blanking for everyone.
Yeah, you can roll perception as well.
Great at this.
Or Esteban can roll perception. Okay, so Esteban and Shaefira, they're just like, whoa, we're back. I never thought I would make it back. Kymir, though, he noticed that the people that are on the docks seem to be kind of moving away, and there's some bustling, and there's a lot of urgent talking amongst themselves, and people are moving away from the docks.
Do I feel that's because they've seen us and they're trying to avoid us?
Do insight.
Well, ass.
You just assume that it's because they're not happy to see you.
Steve whistles.
You just assume the worst.
Okay. Well, that's reasonable, to be fair. I'm gonna nudge these two and the constables and say, "Does this look a bit dodgy to you?"
The constables are like, well, they look around and they're like, I don't see the Port Marines either. There aren't a lot of people here. I wonder where they are.
Things occurring.
There should be more people.
Out
There
at the
should be
bottom of the
more.
river.
There should be more soldiers on duty here at the docks right now.
Okay.
They're all dead at the bottom of the river.
Well, I wasn't going to say that out loud to him, but has crossed my mind. So potential options are the Swaggin is attacked. Sambalay's come back and he's taken over the town. The smugglers have come and taken over the town, or Oceanus has taken over the town.
Oh, there's something going on in the Stiiv. And everybody's pushed up there to
see what's happening.
see what it is. Because there was that loud noise.
The constables want to hop off the boat and go see if they can find guards, see if there's anything going on.
Well, it means we don't have to look after them.
Yeah,
Can
but
they take the ambassadors with them? Like just drop them off at the
Well, no, I'm
Town hall?
tempted to turn to the ambassador and say, "Look, do you want to stay in the water where it's kind of safe-ish?" And
he says the water is safe, and Steve just starts giggling like a maniac.
okay, to them, or maybe swim out to that island and just stay put, and while we try and work out what the hell's going on, or do you want to come with us?
Well, I heard you've got some beautiful standing stones over there. We just go have a picnic, come back when you get yourself sorted.
All right.
It's kind of weird for some diplomacy here. It's like, send us off to amuse ourselves.
Don't want to put you in danger, considering you're the diplomats.
You think there's danger? Because if there's danger, we can help with danger. We're pretty capable.
What do we reckon? Can we get them to sign an affidavit to say that they volunteered and we didn't ask them to come with us? Because I already feel bad about the Queen losing a daughter, and now we're going to essentially
yeah,
kill
but that
them.
wouldn't happen.
Like, fine, as long as we aren't liable for what happens.
Could you just put your signature there, please, Crackdown? No, I mean, I don't mind taking it with us because God knows we tend to be crap at fighting stuff, even though Stiiv now has an army with him. But
Let's take 'em.
take him. All right, fine.
The squid wraps its tentacles around Steve's wrist and is all like, "Baby, what poison? Mother, give poison to baby for 1,000 years."
Okay.
I did give you the bottle of rum. I don't know if it's actually inventory or not, though. Actually, thinking about it, that may have just been talking. Bottle of rum. Okay, hang on.
Baby's so hungry.
There you go.
Oh, I guess this means the vial of bloodroot sap is no longer in my inventory as well.
Where'd it go?
Well, wouldn't it have been returned to the tribe, since that's what we were sent to Marshallval to get?
No, they shared it with you. Oh, the
No.
vial of bloodroot sap. Did I
Yeah,
not
not the
remove that?
potion. Not
Yeah,
the
the sap
bloodroot
should be gone.
potion, the vial of bloodroot
You got
sap.
the potion, but the vial should be gone.
Okay. I'm looking for rotten things in my inventory to give it. He wants poison, or it wants poison? Not gonna
Baby,
Like
what
presume
poison?
it's
It likes the rum.
I am
Did like the
baby.
rum last time.
okay. Just
I am baby,
reach
mother.
into
I am baby.
reach into the bag of holding and pull out a bag of alchemical powder and just like dump it in its mouth like it's a sour candy.
Nom 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 nom.
I don't know what this is.
Baby loves poison. Baby loves
But I
poison forever.
I figured if it was an alchemical powder, it was probably poisonous and not good.
The squid burps and a little cloud puffs out of its mouth.
So we should
Okay.
go buy the fish processing plant and get him some rotten fish. Probably like that.
Idea.
Right,
Craftus
so
is
we're
like
gonna-
he's like whispered a little bit with Garut. It's like we can just swim. We can I can remember my accent, and then we can just plop over the side here. We can just like splash a little bit. Yeah. Enjoy these lovely waters.
All right, well, it's up to you guys. If you want to come with us, and you don't mind the fact that there could potentially be a fight, then you are welcome to join us. But
Say, how about we just dawdle here for a spell? We can just hang out here in this boat.
okay, and then we'll come back and get you once we've worked out where the council is.
That sounds like a mighty fine plan.
Okay,
That works for me too.
all right, fair enough. So the constable's gone, yeah.
The constables have jumped out on the dock. They've run off.
So we can't see them anymore.
Yeah, they kind of headed off to the northwest. No, really more to the west. They seem to be running off towards some towers in the distance, in the direction of the city gates.
Okay. Where do we want to go then? Do we want to go try the council hall first? Check up on your half sister, stepsister, whatever she is.
Who, Trivet?
Yeah.
Fake sister.
That's that's complicated. But let's go there, and we can leave the guys in the boat. Or we could take them to my hovel that nobody knows about, and that will make them super safe.
Does that mean going all the way down? Oh no, it's there. Oh, that's
Yeah,
true.
it's
It's
not that
just
far.
over there, isn't it? Steve's hotel. Oh no, hovel. I misread that.
Well, it's gonna be a hotel.
It's practically a hotel
It will be if we
for a
stick them
very
there.
very discerning clientele.
It's entirely up to you, Steve. You can be bothered. I mean, I'm just as easy leaving him in the boat, really.
Well, see, the problem I have with leaving him in the boat is like anyone can, like, if someone's like starting some crap in the city, then they could just like you know, fill them full of arrows and spells from like a mile away.
That's why we
There's
get them to sign the
also,
affidavit.
I must suggest this, but there's also your house.
Oh yeah, we've got that house.
You got
Uh,
anything
wait,
dodgy stashed in it though?
what is it? What are the races of our ambassadors?
They're
Are they both
Lizardfolk.
lizard folk? Okay. Honestly, I think it's more comfortable in the hovel where there's a standing 3 inches of water. And there's a giant barrel of rice, too.
Do you think they'll be happier there?
Well, then they're out of sight at least. And they have
Our
rice.
house is a bit
We
further
could
away.
ask them.
Oh, yeah, that's not treat them like inanimate objects.
Well, in our house, like further south,
What?
like our house, a minute further south. I can't see it on
Yeah,
the
it's
map.
further
so-
south. It's about a mile south of Stiiv's hovel. So it's off the
So-
map, like just off the map to the south along the
It's
coastline.
probably closer. Isn't it?
All right, then yeah, I guess we ask him. Just explain that Steve's got a place just over the bay, and we've got a house. We've all got a house further down. Do they want to go to the house where we've got some staff who might be able to feed them, or do they want to just hang around in Steve's place?
But then also, if we go to the house, we gotta get on land and hoof it for like a mile, and then go through parts of town.
It'll take you like at least it'll take you, probably 10 minutes to jolly boat around the promontory.
Yeah, to the
To go
smuggler
in through the
entrance.
caves, but you're like just trekking through the caves and add another 15 minutes.
Yeah. I think it's going to be an hour before we get back here, isn't it? So just
Do the hovel thing.
all right. We just go dump them in the hovel.
So you escort these two lizardfolk diplomats to Steve's hovel,
Should have
and
left
you're
them in the
like,
boat.
"Stay here." Is that what you tell them? You're just like, we're just putting you here.
Putting you here for your own safety.
Yeah,
Well,
we're
I was
putting you here for your own safety, just for a little bit till we figure out what's going on. We'll be back.
Do a persuasion check.
Actually, pretty decent.
Yeah, go on.
Garrut's like looking at Kymir and looks a bit askance at this plan. But Kymir is not Kymir. Crackdust is listening to Stiiv and Shaefira, and then their explanation how staying in this hovel in the waiting room is a perfectly good idea. Crackdust winks at you, kind of waves their fan. I get it. This is your waiting area. Just like I put you in the waiting area back at the mound for a little while you went and talked to the big upper doers.
Exactly like that. Except we have
Oh,
cow.
I had no idea that cat culture was so much like lizard folk. This is wonderful. Now, should we touch anything? Do you mind if we have some rice?
No, anything in there is yours.
There's nothing like a good bag of rice.
Yep, we got a whole barrel of it.
Shoot. Ooh, it's good eating. And if we play in your mud some.
Oh, that's why it's there.
Alrighty. Yeah, the finger guns really sold it. So you've left the lizard folk at Steve's joint. I'm gonna try to remind myself where Steve's hovel is. Oh, it's between these two buildings.
Yeah, it's right next to the empty net.
Let me just get rid of them. Lizard folk gone for 1,000 years. Oh, my notes. 1 sec. Well, no, I think I can make do for now. I will just make notes in Fantasy Grounds using the notes option. Tell me what you're doing now that you've dropped off the Lizardfolk in Stiiv's hovel. What are your next steps?
Sail back across? Or do we want to go over the bridge and round that way?
Well, we want to head somewhere where we can talk to somebody to find out what's going on. Don't we?
So I still feel going back to the council hall is a good idea. It's just whether or not we want to investigate anywhere else on the way there or just head straight to it.
Where are we leaving our Mephit-powered jolly boat? Because we don't want it getting nicked, do we?
Are the people that are hustling, are they going away from town hall, or like what direction are they headed?
You can't really tell. As they're moving away from the docks, they're headed north, which would be a direction making them that they would potentially pass Council Hall.
But that could theoretically mean that the active shooter incident is on the south side of the bridge.
No, when you went at your hovel, it was dead. You didn't see anybody out and about. And the people that you did see were headed to the north. The only people you really saw were like traveling across the Sharkfin Bridge to the north.
All right, so they could all be investigating that Big Bang, like you said.
Mm. Or they could all be up there and be the cause for the Big Bang. Like a big riot or something.
Level 0 civilians tend to run from big bangs. Kind of like roaches when you turn the light on, you know. Phew!
All right, that's back to what do we want to do? Do we want to sail back across and leave the boat on that side? Or do we want to leave the boat with the Lizardfolk in case they need to make an escape?
There are places below the empty net, because it's on stilts. The tavern's on stilts where you can tie off a boat. And of course, you could go across and dock it. It is a registered vehicle now in the town of Saltmarsh.
Look, I've been playing Grand Theft Auto for the past 2 weeks. There is no such thing as a safely parked boat.
Oh dear. That's true.
But you did go through the paperwork with Trivet to like get a boat license.
Ooh, I'm actually licensed. Well, Esteban is, isn't he?
No, it's licensed to the boat. I mean, to the party. Words are hard. So the party is like listed as owners of, and it has an identification number that's been painted on the side now. Meaning that as an official boat, if something were to happen to that boat, the town guard would be responsible for helping you with its return.
Any of them left.
And you also have the privilege of paying taxes on it when the year is up.
Hey, did we know about that? Hang on. What?
I feel like they left that in the fine print.
That's how official titles work, didn't you know?
Well, we know we have to go to the town hall, so
Yeah, I think just get there quick as possible and hope that nobody nicks it.
Well, I'll just say, Stiiv knows that an unlicensed boat gets more hassle than a licensed boat. But he's kind of thinking that from the perspective of a smuggler who typically likes to use unlicensed boats.
Yeah, this is the first time I had one licensed.
So this could be just like a totally confusion of crimes kind of situation here.
It'd be really nice if you could change the color and size of your drawing on this. So I guess follow the squiggle to the squiggledy dock and then up to town council.
Yeah, that works. Do it.
Okay. So you disembark. You head towards the town council building.
Well, that's the plan, I think.
You reach the town council building. go inside. You see that Trivet is not at her desk. If you investigate further, knock on some doors, do a few hellos, you don't find anybody. Do a perception check.
Got my eyes shut again.
I'm out for your title.
Hey, do you know how many 20s she's rolled on the trot? I mean, did we work it out?
The past 2
What was it
sessions, she's
for?
rolled at least 4.
Fair few. It'll never happen again.
So Kymir notices that there are things like warm cups of tea, candles left burning. When you
It's
sneak into
dangerous.
Anders' office, you see like there's papers that are out left open on the desk. You get the impression there's like a glass of whiskey, the ice hasn't melted. You get the impression that people maybe left here in a hurry.
Okay. Well, for starters, I pick up the whiskey and drink it.
Do I need to get a whiskey bottle?
No, it was just that I had literally typed the exact same thing as you said it.
He went for the bottle, I went for the glass. Oh dear.
All we have is that McLevin whiskey 200 year.
Oh shucks.
Oh, it's only ancient whiskey,
Yeah.
single malt.
This is the kind of
Single
whiskey
barrel.
that a certain fighter named Hermione uses to polish their armor.
Okay, so they've obviously left in a rush.
So
It's been
that-
recently.
There's a bottle of whiskey in the party inventory now.
Woohoo!
Ooh. Just
Partially drunk, but it's mostly full.
Go on, Shaefira.
I was going to say, do you think we ought to go north and see what the chuff is going on?
Well, can't think of anything else to do. We need someone official so we can hand off the diplomats. So
When
I mean,
you
the fact that everyone's got is a bit weird.
when you exit the town hall, you have to kind of re-enter the fringes of the market. And when the party reaches the markets, they find Trivet, Amoria, helping a limping Anders Solmar southward towards his estate.
I guess we go running over to him.
You see that they're like there are fishers running to the north. They're bustling. You see different citizens and guards are heading that direction as well.
Where's his estate?
Well, that's kind of like misleading because his estate is actually a little bit north of
Oh.
where it is.
Yeah, it says Solmar Estate north of Town Hall.
So it's that blue building a bit to the north of the town hall. You spot her. And
Okay, so
she's headed towards his house. Do a perception check.
For everybody?
Yeah, everybody.
I'm definitely hit and miss tonight.
Damn it, I was hoping for a 1.
So Stiiv, you hear some of the people as they move north. You can make out what they're saying, and they seem to be exclaiming to each other things like "Come help!" and "The Stiiv." You can make that out easily. Shaefira and Kymir, they're like not totally making out what people are saying.
Okay, well, apparently there's something happening in the sky. That's a location.
Should we go catch up with Trivet and Anders and ask, or
No,
no? Just go
the
straight
less
off.
time we spend with Privet, the best. Yeah, they're fine. You're fine. Privet's gonna try and make me eat turnips.
Okay.
So are you heading north?
Let's head up.
Yeah.
down.
Okay. Let's try and hustle and find out what the hell's going on.
As you start to head north, just as you pass the Solmar house, Constable Judy is running up behind you and is screaming at you, "Stop! Stop!"
I stop.
And Constable Judy blushes a little bit because Esteban Urkel is here. It's like, oh wow, he's really important.
Turn with a flourish.
Help! Masked ruffians have attacked the jail. I think they're attempting a prison break, and the jailer Craddock Stonehorn, he's holding them off with just a handful of guards. I left Green back there, but I'm the only hope for getting reinforcements. Most of the guard they went north to help with the mudslide. They're doing the rescue effort.
right.
Well,
All right. Well,
But will you
That we need
come?
to go to the jail. No.
Yeah, the people need rescue up at the mudslide, but I don't know what's going to happen back at the prison.
well, it would suggest that the prisons are more immediate because everyone's run off to help with the mudslide. So obviously, there's a ton of people up there who can hopefully help. Whereas, oh, what do you reckon? I'm all for going with Judy and helping out with the jailbreak. Not helping out with the jailbreak.
Yes, we'll just help them all break out of jail.
Kymir slaps his hand over his mouth and went, oh, "That came out wrong."
You see, Trivet has wandered out of the Solmar house, and she spots you. And she comes running south, and she's like, "Hello."
hey,
Trivet.
we gotta go
Oh
help
my
out with this
God! You
jailbreak.
have to go help the mudslide.
Oh, God. Well, actually, Constable Judy here, he's just saying, you can't see me pointing, but there we go. He's just telling us that there is a jailbreak being attempted at the jail.
Can't the guards handle that? I mean, it's their jail.
The
They're
guards have all gone north
people
to
who
help
have
with the...
died up in the north. There are children and they're orphans, and they're in the mud. Oh! Anders
God.
Look.
Anders was trying to rescue people, and he saved several, but well, he got injured when his horse Brackish spooked and fell on him.
Well, not to be well, to be pragmatic, the
You're in
people that are
Esteban.
dead in the mudslide are already dead, and the ones that are not dead at the jail are not dead yet.
Well,
So
not
let's
everybody's
go.
dead at the mudslide. Some people are still trying to get rescued. I mean, if we don't hurry and rescue them, they will die. And the more people hands on deck to rescue them, the less people will die.
And how many people will die if everyone escapes out of the jail?
I'm thinking that she wants us to go to the mudslide because she doesn't want us to go to the jail for a particular reason. I think she's in on the jailbreak.
Trivet is also she whispers to Esteban Urkel, I don't think Brackish was actually spooked. Because when we pulled Anders free, I saw a blow dart on the horse's flank. And the horse, well, Brackish is dead. I mean, that doesn't seem normal.
5 gold says the mudslide is a diversion for the jailbreak.
Mm-hmm. That's what I'm thinking.
Trivet, have you left Anders back in his house?
Yeah, I dropped him off. His butler's seeing to him now.
Yeah, that's what I'm worried about. I don't trust the butler. Do we want to tell Trivet that and get her to go back and keep an eye on him?
Well, I mean, yeah, I can go back and see to Anders. I was just...
Butler won't do anything if you're there.
Yes, that's what we're thinking. Okay. So what we're thinking, we think the mudslide is a diversion to get Anders out,
Well-
or of Anders was tried to be taken out as a side effect.
Honestly, I think the mudslide was a diversion for the jailbreak, and that taking out Anders was a secondary objective.
Are you saying
Like-
this in front of Trivet?
Oh yeah, straight up.
How is a mudslide a diversion? It's a natural phenomenon.
Well, somebody could have set off a bomb or something.
Now you can cast Move Earth.
Bit of
Whoa.
magic.
That's
Trivet's
like
eyes
super easy
widen
to do
because that
then.
sounds kind of spooky and dangerous.
Of course, it's spooky and dangerous. You're rearranging the terrain of the planet. That doesn't come with consequences.
It happened just north of our house, she says. Well, oh, she doesn't say that because it's not Stiiv that she's talking to. It happened just north of my house.
Is it known for mudslides up there?
Oh, yes. Well, I mean, mud is always a problem in that area because the town hasn't been doing a really good job at handling environmental effects and drainage in the old part of town. Periodically, these slides happen. This one's especially bad.
So yeah,
But
so someone
I
just
should leave
gave
you
it
to
a
do whatever
nudge.
you're going to do. I know that they could use your help up the mudslide, but if you think that the guards at the tower need your help more, and at this point Judy's intercepting, yeah, they do. Come on.
Oh, and Trivet, make Anders the prize turnip casserole. It'll make him feel better.
You think? Wait, how do you know about my prize turnip casserole?
All of Saltmarsh knows about your prize turnip.
Oh,
That's
really?
why it's prize.
Make a persuasion check.
Is that persuasion or deception? Because
Or
I
it
don't
could
know
be
if he's lying or
deception.
not.
I mean, yeah, it could be
I honestly
either.
don't
I
know
think
if
it's the
he's
same
lying.
for you.
No, I have +7 in deception and +4 in persuasion.
Plus, he'd
Oh!
rather it be- Well, you
No.
tried to fail that.
Trivet kind of squints at Esteban. She's like, that's funny. I mean, the only thing I ever hear about my turnip casserole is my brother Stiiv complaining whenever I bring it. I thought he really liked it, but I'm going to get the impression that he doesn't appreciate my cooking.
I don't know where you would get that from.
He's such a brother, you know? And then she sighs and she's like, okay, do what you must.
All right, as soon
I know
as
that-
we've gone there,
I just know
we'll
that
go,
some of
we'll go
you-
north.
And she looks at Kymir and Shaefira pointedly, and then back at Esteban. Some of you have been nominated for the town council, and the poor people of Saltmarsh would appreciate your help more than the guard would. And then she trudges off back to the Solmar estate.
See, that's even better. That means we
Yeah,
lose the
yeah,
poor
yeah,
people.
Exactly.
exactly.
I was just going to say the same thing. Let's go do the jail and screw the people. And then we won't get
Terrible.
voted in.
We are fucking
Look, I know
terrible.
your hips can go some, but I don't think the whole town is. Anyway,
Behave yourself.
Oh shit!
turns to Constable Judy. Lead on.
This is so awesome. I knew this was going to happen.
Run out of the monastery.
They'll not hear about it.
I don't know who this is, but it's a perfect GIF in Discord.
Oh my god! So Judy's telling you that the prison break is happening, and I'm gonna add a little doohickey note. She pulls you south across the Sharkfin Bridge toward the barracks and jail. You know that there's 2 towers that the guards of Saltmarsh occupy. One is the Basura Watch Tower, and that's where a lot of the storage and Eleander Fireborn's offices used to be, but there was like this whole incident when Stiiv visited there and accidentally set some stuff on fire. So Eleander moved his offices to the South Tower, which is newer and larger and closer to the city gates. And it also, that hosts the main barracks and the town prison.
But we're headed south to the barracks and jail, correct?
Mhm.
1.09.02.2a.
I'm sure.
All right. I added
Assuming
the reported
Judy
prison
would-
break note. And I guess I'll add a note about a reported mudslide, even though y'all don't care about the pores.
Oh,
It's not that we don't care about the poors, it's we want to intentionally hurt our campaigns. And hurting the poor people just happens to be the way to do it.
Well, to be fair, would the townspeople rather have a load of criminals running around looting their properties while they're all up there sorting out the problem in the styes?
That's yeah.
Or
I'm totally agreeing. Like, because like I said, the people that are already dead, and you can get the
Mhm.
recovery thing. Where there are people that are actively dying, and
Okay.
more killers
And I
to
added
make more active
a little
deathing.
poopy thing
Deathing.
where the mudslide is.
More active deathing. That's gooder English.
Super good deathing.
Double plus unlife.
how many prisoners do we think there are in the? I mean, it's only how big Saltmarsh? It's only a little town.
yeah, but it seems to attract a lot of bad people.
Sure, we got there, didn't we? So
Yeah, exactly. And we cleared out a smuggler's house and they'd quite successfully, smuggled shit for years before we got there.
At this point in time, I think it's pretty safe to say that we are probably the worst thing that's happened to Saltmarsh, and we're walking free.
Yeah, and if we get voted in, that'll be even worse, wouldn't it?
So, you head west with Constable Judy.
yes,
Mm.
She's trying to run ahead of you. Such is her urgency.
She's not an NPC, she's a traitor. No NPC ever runs ahead of you.
I've lost Constable Judy. Where is she? Sorry, guys. Sorry, guys. A slight delay while I find an NPC. Constable Judy is your friend. So you run west. There doesn't seem to be much traffic on the roads this direction. And as you see, as you head west, you start to see the looming town gate in the distance. The gate is open. There are like two small towers that surround it. I am sharing a map with you. To the south, on the left side of the road, is the Wicker Goat, the oldest tavern in Saltmarsh.
Oh, on a completely unrelated note, I would like to point out that on this new computer, I haven't had a single instance of Discord fucking up yet.
well, you've said it now, haven't you?
I know,
It'll be time
right
for
in time for
mine.
combat.
Yeah,
Mine
but
will
all your
freeze up.
rolls have been pretty shitty, to be fair. So it's one or the other, isn't there? Your Discord works and you roll you roll really crap, or your Discord don't work and your rolls are all right.
Well, I roll like crap anyway, so. Is it me or is this map really narrow?
Really narrow.
It's fairly narrow.
Okay.
Yeah. You've basically
Yeah,
got.
it's about
roll on
actual
left.
width right now. It's taller than it is wide.
I just wanted to make sure that,
not
after
missing out
saying
to the
my
right.
Discord hadn't fucked up, that Fantasy Grounds wasn't.
Okay, you see like the main life and bustle that you see at first are like the horses and donkeys that are tethered outside different homes and the Wicker Goat Tavern. But then there's bustle at the entrance of the tower. And you see a collection of dudes
They look dodgy.
running outside.
Where are we in relation to these dudes?
I'll put you on the map. You're going to be like the far right of the map.
Oh, so like 10 feet away from it. Cool.
You also you recognize there's the fallen body of one Constable Green,
No.
dead on the cobbles.
No.
Oh, I forgot to put you on the map just after I just said I'm putting you on the map. I totally lied.
There's Constable Green on the streets with a lead pipe.
Squinting.
Q.
There's Dave. Shaefira. And Constable Judy. I'm sorry, I forgot to put black edges on this map, so hopefully that will not be a pain in the ass too hard. Oh yeah, roll initiative.
Ba-ba.
Yes.
Oh, there we go. Shaefira wins.
Shaefira with her 5th 20 in the past 3 sessions. With
Don't
a
bloody
20,
fault.
with a 20, Shaefira gets to act first. Before any of the guards realize that Jack is happening.
I'm sneaking. As usual.
What about
Yes.
Dave and Squinton? We have to roll for them.
Oh yeah, roll for them. Make dex checks.
Dex check.
This is Quentin's 5, Dave's 10.
Fake.
Oh, I forgot. The default is that your companion acts when you do. So I will make
okay.
Squinton will be 1. And what is Kymir?
Looks like Dave's got the same as me.
Oh, see, so that's synergy. That's just cosmic happening. Okay. It's back to Shaefira.
Okay. Well, I would ordinarily be coming up, if I was coming up to some bad dudes or whatever, I'd be going into sneak, wouldn't I? So, do you want me to do a sneak roll? Or whatever you call it?
Do stealth.
That's the one.
That's a pretty good stealth roll. Let me just do something.
One of them bandits with the eye wearers. Got.
Yeah, that's totally good enough. You are sneaking.
So I'm just gonna sneak up here a bit. So 2, 3, 4, 5. Just so I'm slightly covered by the tower.
All right.
And I'm nicely perched with Stiiv. So does going into sneak classes action?
No, we can say that you were doing that on approach.
Okay. I'll shoot an arrow at bandit 1.
Okay. And a 15 is a hit.
And do I get sneak attack?
I think you do because you're hidden.
Yep. The defender was unaware of her
Because you're
presence.
literally sneaking.
Exactly. Now she's not, though.
Now, from this point on, you have to have a flanking friend.
Okay.
So,
Hell.
first
It's
arrow
gonna-
pops off. You drop a bandit.
Yay.
Ooh, that's gonna hurt. The bandit falls. Any more movement on your part?
No.
Bandit 2 notices that his friend has dropped. Doesn't get a clear sight of you because you're kind of ducking behind the natural curvature of the constructed curvature of the guard tower. But he sees Constable Judy out in the open. Pulls out a crossbow and lets loose with a bolt. But misses. And then he runs. Towards the city gate. Times like this, I wish I had 2 monitors because I have a lot of big stuff going on right now. It's hard to interact with both things at the same time.
Yeah, tell me about it.
Constable Judy, she has some spears, and she is going to throw. She's gonna throw a spear. She's gonna throw it at this thug-looking guy, and she hits with a dirty 20, doing 4 damage. And then she runs up. And then the guy that she just shot with, or she just stabbed with a spear from long distance, takes a look at the smaller constable and wails on her with a great club. Or tries to wail. Wails with a dirty 20 in return. Doing... The damage is broken up here to 2 parts. There's 2 points of damage from his strength and another 6 from the weapon, making 8 damage total on Constable Judy. Oof. There are horses nickering. Oh, oops. I got excited and went past that bandit. Bandit!
It's okay, he can tip.
This bandit also decides to shoot at Constable Judy, being the closest faraway target. Hits with an 18. Constable Judy is oof.
Bye-bye, Judy.
Judy is dropped. She's unconscious. That bandit also runs away. More horses nickering. Donkey snorting. There's a prisoner. Prisoner doesn't care about you. He just wants to get away. But you see he kind of heads off to the north towards one of these huts. Dave's turn. And Kymir.
Right, well, he can't go very far. He can only go... $60 in Raven Farm. If I have... Right, okay. I'm going to tell Dave to stay put for now. I don't think he can. All right, you stay put.
You want me to go see what's happening at the mudslide?
Oh, that's a great idea.
I'm humanized. I can go see things.
Yeah, go see if there's, anything you
Okay.
can do to
Well,
help
if you
people,
need
maybe.
me, say my name 3 times. Otherwise, I'll go invisible just in case my boss sees me. You know who hasn't humanized me. 'Cause he's
Okay.
mean.
You take care, Dave.
Okay.
All right.
And Dave poofs out of sight.
I was going to move him out of the way. So my step of the wind says I can do double distance. Sorry, I can do a dash action. Remind me how the dash works. It feels like so long
It's just
since
double
I've done
movement.
it. Double movement.
So 80
Right,
feet for you,
80 feet. So I'm
or up to
fairly
80
sure
feet.
that is right. Okay, I'm gonna get rid of that. I'm going to do step of the wind. There's a key point. I'm going to run up to this guy. I don't want him getting away. I'm going to attack with my nice big scythe.
All right, you hit with a
Okay.
23.
Right, and then I do the lightning damage on him, yep.
You roll the save on him
Roll the
to see if
save
he
on
takes
him.
lightning damage. Okay,
So
he
that's
failed the
him
save.
failed it.
So you can
Right.
drag the damage on him, and I think there's an effect. Did I set up where the effect automatically applies the damage over time?
It says 1 round, so
So drag that
hands of-
to him and see if it does anything next round.
Okay. So
Okay,
I've got a
that might be
second
cool.
attack.
So okay, so you did 2 damage, 2 lightning damage, 5 damage? No, 7 damage of murder slash damage from the first
And then-
sickle.
Yeah.
And 2 points of lightning damage, and then with your offhand, you make your secondary attack.
Wow, 2 on the trot. That's unheard of.
You've been writing with a pencil,
I know.
and you drop that bandit. Unfortunately, that bandit did not live long enough to see if we set up your weapon correctly.
It's all right. We'll keep trying.
What a world.
I know.
Can't keep good bandits around nowadays for more than a round.
And that is me done.
Horses, donkeys, horses.
Not to be on the same side or anything, but you skipped guard 3. Oh, guards. Those are our people.
Yeah, you can't
Okay.
see them at this point. Let me make them invisible. But everybody do a perception check. Okay, Shaefira and Stiiv, you're too much like caught up in the heat of battle. But Kymir, you notice that there is some smoke coming out of the entrance to the tower, and you hear the signs of battle coming from within.
And that's the big round thing that we just passed, yeah.
Yeah, that's the big round thing you're outside of.
Okay. Yeah, because I'm going to turn around and go, fire, fighting, and point at it.
These are not the only dudes, possibly. Constable Judy is dropped. So like the bandit, let me check something. Where's Kymir?
To the west of Bandit 3.
All right, Bandit 3 shoots at you, Kymir, with crossbow. They miss, but they're running your direction because they're running to get away. And pick a square, Kymir, because you're like kind of straddling.
Oh, well, okay. I'm a sprawler.
Donkey grazes. Horse does stuff. Steven Squinton. Wait, why is the Squinton not? Where are you? Oh, it's because the horse has the same initiative as you and Stiiv. I mean, the Squinton and Stiiv.
Squeeve. All right. So that is 35 feet, which is just outside of my range, but not outside of Squitton's range, who has a 40-foot movement. So No, he doesn't work as a familiar. Damn it. Never mind. Well,
He doesn't what?
um, doing tactics that I don't have access to.
I mean, if you're touching him, you can tell him to do something once, and then once you're no longer touching him, you can't communicate
Oh no, I was going to use him.
outside of
I
the
was
certain familiar rules.
well. The specific familiar rule I was looking for is you can use your familiar vector to cast a touch spell, and
Oh,
he's not a familiar. So
No baby is squinting.
wait, which square is Constable Judy in?
the square that she is in. It's by
Which is a half square.
Oh, is she spread? Is she spread like a?
She's a sprawler too.
Yeah, she's constable spreading. Yeah.
Yeah, she fell that way. She was in this square, but then she dropped, and then she was spreaded over into the next square. That's my story.
Okay, well that puts her just within range. So I will hoof it over here, and then we're gonna bend over and touch her almost lifeless corpse and cast Scare the Dying so she stops bleeding out.
Okay, she's still unconscious, right? She doesn't get one hit point. She's just not
No.
dying.
She just doesn't roll death
So
saves.
if she just rests there long enough, takes a long enough nap, she will regain consciousness after a period of time.
It's 8 hours.
As long as nobody she's not in the street, so theoretically she won't get run over by a cart.
Well, I mean,
So
I only have 2 hands.
she's
Okay.
reasonably safe for now, not in immediate danger of death.
For this particular moment. And then, bonus action, we're going to point a finger and summon Toby right there.
Oh, you still look like Esteban or Kel, right?
Unless it's been an hour, then
It
yeah.
has not been an hour.
Then, yeah, I still look like Esteban or Cal.
It's been about 20 minutes since you
So it's a good
would
job
have
to
first done that.
Constable's unconscious and Toby's picking that guy's
Oh,
nose.
another question: is that a concentration-based thing, or is it's just like bam?
Oh, Spare the Dying? No, it's
No,
just
not
bam.
spare the dying. Your Mask of Many Faces.
No, it is not actually.
It's not It's
The
not
sky itself
concentration.
is a wonderful thing.
Oh,
Lasts for 1 hour, no concentration.
cool. Okay, I just wanted to clarify, not look it up because I figured you'd know.
Can I throw a chair in here? There we go.
Can you what?
I can throw the link into the chat.
Oh, okay.
And then, as part of the bonus action, Toby will slap bandit number 4.
Oh, nice.
That'll do.
All right, natty
And-
20.
Seriously,
Way to really optimize.
I'm so glad that you're here because my Toby tentacles were so pathetic and weak.
did you see that? What do you call that for pathetic and weak?
But you still touched for 2 points, which is more than 0, and I think that's what's important.
And he runs slower now.
Wait, is that who's that you touched? The bandit 4. Okay.
Bandit 4.
Alrighty.
And then stand.
So that's you? You're done?
Yeah, I'm done. I just left Squiddy on the wall.
All right. Top of the next round. Shaefira.
Okay, does the orc know I'm there? Do we know?
In general, everyone is aware that people are fighting now. The orc, when you're I took it as you were kind of using the curvature of the tower as partial cover.
Yeah.
So people haven't been attacking you directly because you're kind of blocked.
Okay, so I'm apparently not in the square either. I'm sprawled
You're
over
sprawled as well.
4. I'm just going to put myself in that square, and then I'm going to move. I swear that orc's moved. Has that orc moved?
I think the orc was sprawled at some point. Yeah, I think I did some correction when I was correcting Judy.
Can I reach the orc with a stabby thing?
No, because orcs 10 feet away, and I think your stabs are 5 feet only, not reach. But I think you can shoot ranged.
Yeah. Okay.
And I think dash. Can't you take dash as a bonus action with thievery stuff?
Dash, disengage, or hide, I believe.
So you could move up to 50 feet if you do dash as a bonus action.
Oh, can we disregard that
Sure.
attack register? Yeah.
Yeah, if you'd like to
She
stab.
really wants to stab him.
Yeah, I really want to try this blinking dagger. I'll just dash to there, and then I'm gonna try and hit him with my
Pull out the obsidian stiletto.
Obsidian stiletto, and miss. Oh no!
No, you hit.
Bloody hell. Bloody hell. And then do I get sneak attack as well?
I don't think so, because I mean,
No.
I don't know. Officer Judy is flanking, but she's kind of unconscious.
She's unconscious.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's unconscious. She
So,
doesn't know.
but because you stabbed with the obsidian stiletto, I think you have to roll saves on the dude you stabbed
Yes. Yes, I do.
to see if he gets bleeding.
Wait a minute.
Obsidian stiletto. Shorn from the shoulder of a caustic brute in Kymir.
If you expand it, the little tennis thing.
The little lasso.
Oh,
There's no saves in there.
they must make a Constitution
Where it says
saving
bleeding
throw.
effect. Where it
Where
says
is it?
save con DC 15.
Where does he say that?
Yeah.
If
where
you
does it
scroll
say
down
that?
to the section that says obsidian stiletto, and then you open up all the little magnifying glasses, lassos, tennis rackets. On the bleeding effect, there should be like a little save button which you can drag to the creature to roll the save on them to see if they get the bleeding effect. And then you have your...
Hang on, scroll further down your sheet. There you go. Bleeding effect.
Got it. Bloody hell. Do you know it's hard, isn't it? Stuff is hard.
Yeah.
All right, so he saves. But
After all that.
after all that, the half-orc muscle save.
Okay, and that's me done, I guess.
It would have been really cool, though.
Yeah.
It would have been really nice. But you still stabbed. Did you do your normal damage? You did 8 damage,
Yeah.
which is a lot more than 0. Constable Judy still lying there. The half-orc muscle decides to try to womp you with its great club. When I say you, I said Shaefira, but he misses with a 10.
Because she's so sharp.
Oh, I forgot something, but I'm going to skip it for now. But I forgot that this dude has pack tactics. which next time, if there is a next time, will give him advantage on attack rolls.
Before Shaefira's turn ends and she's right next to me, I'm going to tap her on the shoulder and kind of point a little bit to the right, which would be north, and just be like, "Hey, scooch a bit,
Scoochie?
scooch a bit."
Scooch a bit north.
Yeah. So you don't not yeah, just one square so you don't leave.
One square. You can stand here. It's like you're pressed up against the tower.
Have I left you enough
Yeah.
room?
Yeah, there we go.
Oh, Bandit 4, seeing Kymir hot on his butt, tries to slash his scimitar at Kymir. Like, back off, man! But misses with a 12. With missing, he freaks out a little bit, and he tries to run away, so you'll get an attack of opportunity, Kymir.
Fantastic. Then I shall try and hit him with my big scythe.
And you do. So you do 7 initial damage.
Do the save.
He fails
Which
to
he
save,
failed.
so he gets the electrical effect, which does 1 damage this turn. Cool. He's going to run away. Maps are hard. He's running towards the gate. Both horses. Prisoner's running too. Prisoner reaches a horse.
Uh-oh.
Kymir, it's your turn.
I'm going to shoot a radiant sunbolt at Bandit
Wait.
4. Oh, what?
Hold on. He was right there. Okay, he did only move 20 feet. Sorry, carry on.
Fire a sunbolt at this guy. Whoa.
And you hit him with a sunbolt, 21. And you drop him with that sunbolt. Not today, Mr. Bandit, sir. And we still don't see if that effect works over time.
Dan.
God,
Right.
the suspense is killing me.
I would like to spend another key point, if I may, and do my 2x. Can I do that and target someone else?
Yes.
Oh, hang on. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh no, that's 30 foot.
Don't worry
Okay.
about prisoner.
Why? You sure?
Uh-huh.
All right. Then I'm gonna attack Bandit 3 with my extra sunbolts.
All right. And you drop that one. Oh no, wait, never mind. I'm
I've got
looking.
80
I'm reading
first.
the past. But you do hit him with a 13. So how much damage did you do?
Okay. That was one of them. Boom. Ooh.
So 4 damage of radiant damage. You pew
Okay.
pew. Your sunbolt into that bandit.
Do I get 2 sunbolts with 1 key point, or
I don't remember. That's
you can use this special attack? You can spend 1 to make 2 additional attacks with it as a bonus attack. Right, so I can do another.
okay.
Right. So. Oh my
And
god!
you hit 22.
This is ridiculous.
You do 6 more damage. Pew! To that
I'm
bandit.
just going to stand there and do a Chandler dance. Okay. That is me. I think I'm going to... I'm going to stay there.
Alrighty. Horses. Gonna horse. This bandit is like, oh, hell nah. He's getting all the lasers are being shot at him, so he's gonna try to dash. And he dashes out of the town gate. And he's kind of poop out of sight.
Oh, bollocks.
Well, he's almost poop out of sight. He's like just under the arches. Stiiv and the Squintin.
Okie dokie. Taking a look at following where prisoner was going and trying to start getting on the horse. I'm gonna slap my hands together and rub them real vigorously and point in a straight line, saying, "Sorry, horse," and casting lightning bolt.
A lightning bolt, huh?
Yep. Oh, I gotta move it. Sorry, I had to move the map so I could.
So he has.
Actually
It's a
do this.
DC 15 we're looking for. And he
That's a
fails to
fail.
save. So zoinks.
That's a fail. Oops, I'm using shatter. It doesn't matter. Oh, I cast lightning bolt for the other two. I just grabbed shatter that one time. Oh, half orc succeeded.
So the half orc will take half damage.
If this works properly, yes.
Which half is taking the damage?
Bottom half.
Groan. Groan. Ignore that. It rolled it twice. I'm gonna have to manually do again. Okay. This is gonna sting a little.
Oh, bloody hell.
So you electrocute the prisoner.
Oh, and the horse.
So that's
Oh.
17 damage to half orc because I messed up the controls.
The thing is, you also forgot to roll on the horse. Did you?
Horse didn't.
Oh, you did? Okay,
Horse is
good.
dead. Horse
So
has
you killed the
exceeded his
horse.
hit points to 16. That's why I said sorry, horse.
Alrighty.
Yeah, and 17 points to half orc.
You've cooked the horse, so we could have portioned him up for jerky.
Did say don't worry about prisoner.
You did. That's true.
Okay. And I can't
So
get.
you dropped a horse and a prisoner.
How's half orc muscle looking? Got 17 too.
Yeah.
I didn't add it, but
Oh, you didn't apply his damage.
yeah, because I accidentally re-rolled the saves again,
And it was
I mislooked
17?
it, and it was 17. Yeah,
Alright, he is unconscious.
no, 16. 16.
Oh, 16? He is not unconscious.
Sorry, I rounded up
Quick,
instead of
stab
down.
him.
Yeah, about that. Can't really do that part. Hendrik Toby can't get that way. What the hell? Toby will slurp after bandit number 3. And yeah, I think I'm gonna walk over here. Guys, I can zoom out now.
You're gonna mosey?
No, that's 85 feet, which means if he dashes and goes 60 feet, he'll be just outside of my last range. Assuming he doesn't turn right or left like a smart person would. And that's me.
Run into Z pattern! Squintin's just lurking.
With 5 hit points, hell yeah, he's lurking.
It's got the Squintin has the bottle of rum it got from Kymir wrapped in its face tentacles, and it's just nursing it like a bottle.
Then we've got a brown paper bag for him.
All right, top of the order, Shaefira.
Wrong button. Since I'm standing here, I might as well try and finish the orc off. Yay.
You hit it. You hit the orc with your stiletto, and that should automatically murder him.
Yeah.
So you drop the half orc.
Exceeds hit points by 10.
And
Anything
then
else you'd like to do?
I'll just move.
You can duck inside, or
Where's the door?
it's like theoretically near you.
Well, do I know what's going on inside? Do I want to go inside?
I was about to say you can peer in,
Hmm.
but first
Okay,
I gotta
I
make
will
sure I
peer
know
in.
what you actually see. All right. So you're gonna peer inside.
Mm-hmm.
When you look through the door, you see a training dummy on fire, and you see several bandits running toward the door.
Okay. What towards her?
Yeah, they're coming towards me.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just
They're
gonna
two.
move.
Let me move you to a map. Can I just share a map with you? I don't know how to do it, so I'm just going to share a map. You can see two bandits that are running towards the door straight for you. And in the distance, you see a couple more.
Hmm. Well, hmm.
God, I can't read numbers. So yeah, and they all seem to be kind of moving towards the door.
Okay, well, I really don't want to be in their way or by myself, do I? You still. So, I don't. Yeah, I really don't think that I want to be blocking the doorway when they come piling out.
Okay, so you're going to move?
Yeah, I'm just going to move away on the other map.
Okay. It's a bit
After all, I am
topsy-turvy.
chicken.
It's a bit topsy-turvy here. Oh, I forgot to move you the right way.
Giant Shaefira.
I forgot I have to move for the combat tracker, else everything gets weird. So move yourself up or down accordingly.
Well, I was round about here, wasn't I? So I might just do a dash actually and just take an extra few. What is it? And that's me done.
What's it running aways?
Mm.
It's just this one last bandit right on the map.
Yes, I think so. Bandit 3.
Okay, so Kymir.
Okay, so I can run 40. 25, 30, 35, 40. And then I'm going to Radiant Bolt him. Hopefully.
Not the Radiant Bolt!
Radiant Bolt! My
And
God,
you
I
do,
hit
you hit him with the 21. Doing 4 damage, but he's still standing.
Right, I'm going to do another key point then. To get 2 more attacks.
Okay, you hit him with a 19. And you drop him.
Thank God for that.
All right. This wave of bandits have been prevented. Their escape has been prevented.
Yay! Can I just like shout to the Stiiv and Kymir that there's some more bandits in the tower and they're gonna come bursting out the door? Just so you know.
The other thing that you noticed when you peeked in that door, Shaefira, is there were several fallen guards bleeding out on the floor.
And there's some guards in there bleeding. but evidently we don't care.
And of course the training dummies were on fire.
Oh yeah. The training dummies are on fire as well.
We
yeah.
must save the dummies. Come on.
So what are you guys going to do now?
Can we get Jude up? Judy.
Well, are we still in initiative order?
You are in initiative order, but you have like 1 round to do stuff.
Well, if we have been informed that there's people coming out,
There's people coming, so you can move, do your movement, do a dash.
where would the door be?
The door. Yeah, put it like that where that circle is. I didn't do a door appropriately, or I don't have the stairs appropriate. Like the stairs showing on the roof should actually be on the opposite side.
Well, if we have the finish of this round and then 1 round, then that will be 40 tentacle feet.
So you summon Tobithoth closer.
I'll just slide over on the street, lorping
Yeah,
along the way.
he like does the worm in that general direction.
Make him grow really big and just block the door.
He's ethereal. They'll just walk right through.
All right.
It'll tickle a little bit.
I'd freak him out.
Won't obstruct. Has everyone moved?
Sorry, I was dithering.
I don't want to use up all my key points, so I'm going to stay here.
I'm fine. I feel like we're all watching commercials now.
Yeah. Bandit 4 and 8 up here in the doorway. And we're going to kick off another round.
So it's my turn, yeah?
Yep, Shaefira.
Okay, well, I guess I'll have a shot.
The bandits,
With an
they
arrow.
see all of their fallen comrades. They're shocked. They're like, oh, crap.
Be deep in the dead, motherfucker.
They call back in to the, well, go ahead with you. I don't know. I don't know why I'm talking.
Yeah, I'm just gonna have a shot at one of them. Oh, check that out.
Gosh. All right. So you've averaged 2 natural 20s for the past 3
Yep.
sessions. And you drop one of those bandits outright.
Yay.
Like no sooner than the oh shit, cut off the word before an arrow, basically lands right in his mouth and up into his brain, and that's all she wrote.
Boom. That's me done.
How many arrows do you have left?
And my pay.
To rich, we don't get triple whoppers over here.
Do
I
what?
think we may get double whoppers every now and then, but I don't think we get triple whoppers.
Wait, every now and then?
Mm.
What?
Yeah.
That's
Sorry,
a
I have to go
standard
check the
menu item. And
So-
I'm like...
I don't know anything about that. So Bandit 4, having seen his the guy standing right next to him get shot down, no sooner than they like exited the tower, he's like, "Oh no!" He ducks back inside.
triple whopper. She's lying.
I've never seen it. I bet you if I went into the Burger King in town and said, "Can I have a triple whopper, please?" they'd go, "No, fuck off."
And you hear him yelling to the other bandits, "There's trouble outside, y'all!"
Oh, they know we're here.
From where we are, can we see inside the...
Let's put the little circle back up,
Oh, sorry.
or the square.
Well, I mean, so the woody thing, is that the door on the inside of the first floor map?
Yes.
Okay.
And when you peer inside, you see that there's a stone floor, but there is a wood door frame. There's paneling all around the walls, which there's some arrows sticking out of the walls. You see targets in some places. They're like shields lean to. There are wooden racks of armor and stuff like that. You may be able to see that stuff. I can't. I'm describing off the top of my head, not looking directly at the map right now to see what's visible from the doorway.
Well, I'm just saying.
But if you were lined
there's-
up with that square, you could shoot something that's in the doorway. Specifically,
I'm just aiming at the flaming dummy.
there's a flaming dummy, and there's two bandits standing in front of the flaming dummy. Bandit 4, who just ran back in the building, and Bandit 10.
Just flaming dummy. I don't know why I'm asking, because there's going to be like a million years before my turn. Sorry for the interruption, please. Triple whoppers are
Okay.
different.
So Guard 4 has run back inside. Kymir.
That sounded painful.
It did.
I'm sorry. I coughed on the mic. I'm sorry.
Well, it sounded like one of them, you know, when you do the dodgy cough.
That's the thing. It sounded like it hurt, like there was like a barb in it or something.
It was a dry cough.
Come here, come on. Right. So, can I see either of the bandits through the doorway where I am,
Let me look at you again.
or if I move closer? 3.
You can see them. Now, if they're in range, I don't know. It depends on what you do.
Right. I'm gonna move to there.
You can absolutely see
theory.
them. They're about like 20 feet in front of you now.
All right. So I want to shoot Radiant Sunball at one of them. Is it going to be easier if I stand there so I'm actually in the doorway and move on to the other map?
No, you can target in the combat tracker. So if you
All right,
target 4 or 5, 4 or 10,
Or
or I can put you on the other map if you would prefer that.
I don't mind. Whichever's easiest. I'm going to target 4
You want
anyway.
to visualize.
God. Okay.
So you hit him with the sunbolt. Guard Bandit 4. Do 4 points of damage.
Okay. What do I want to do? Do I want to stay there? I'm just going to stay there. So it'll attract their attention.
Okay, you're standing there. From your vantage point, you can pick out another bandit, standing behind another training dummy that's on fire. That previously wasn't immediately obvious because of Shaefira's vantage point.
I'm going to shout back to the guys outside. Got 5 of them in here.
That was you, right?
Yes, that was me.
All of your things.
That was all of my. Well, I suppose I could. No, there's not else I can do really. So yeah.
Squintin' and Stiiv.
Wait, it's my turn?
And I'm going to get rid of this one horse that's at the same order as you.
It's my turn?
We don't need all those horses on the map, and if I leave them up there, they'll just get killed.
Yeah, well, maybe.
Steve will just turn them all into
Stiiv and
jerky.
Squintin.
Okay. Well,
Do you want me to just skip past baby on to Stiiv?
yeah, that does help actually. So the reason I was asking about this particular flaming dummy is I have a new toy called Shatter. So every single one of those guys in that 10-foot sphere are gonna. Let's see if this works this time. Nope. Okay. Oh, I'm not on the same map. That's probably why.
Do you want me to move you onto the map?
Well, not really, but
I mean, you won't technically be on the map, but I'll put you in the black space.
put me in the corner.
Put you in the darkness.
Nobody puts baby in a corner.
I was waiting for that.
Yeah, sorry, had to be done.
Nobody puts Esteban in the corner.
Okay, so let's see if this works right. Nope. Okay.
And give me a description of what Shatter does.
Shatter, a sudden loud ringing noise, painfully intense, erupts from a point of your choice within range. Each creature in the 10-foot radius sphere centered on that point must make a Constitution saving throw. A creature takes 3d8 asterisk thunder damage on a failed save, or half as much damage on a successful one. A creature made of inorganic material, such as stone, crystal, or metal, has disadvantage on this saving throw. A non-magical object that isn't being worn or carried also takes the damage if it's in the spell's area. So I'm basically going to fuck up your training dummies. Oh, well, they were already screwed. More importantly, though, at higher levels, I get an extra d8 as Warlock that cast everything at their highest level. So this is some saving throws. And a wall of failures.
So much fail.
So much fail.
And everything
Nice.
in that range dies.
Here comes the boom.
Wow.
And the training dummies are explodified, and the fire that was previously burning on them shoots in a kind of shrapnel-like effect, landing all around the tower floor.
It's okay, guys. Collateral damage doesn't matter to us.
Oh,
We're the
because
good
when has
guys.
that ever been a problem?
We're the good guys. We're allowed collaterals.
And some of this lands just on the stone floor and fizzles out, but the rest of it seems to be kind of landing on weapons racks and by the wall and things like that. So you have various small fires. And the training dummies are no longer training right there. They're just exploded. Though the base is still or like smoldering. So let me put a little fire there too. Kymir.
Wait. I still have to move Toby.
Okay.
But he's not going to make it. He's going to make it to where he can be on the black space.
Kymir, roll a perception check.
Perception.
All right.
God,
You
this is
hear the
ridiculous.
sounds of movement, and you hear some people exclaiming, "Oh shit!" and someone else being like, "Oh hell no!" and someone else yell, "Retreat!" and there's some scurrying.
And I take it I have no idea if it's guards or bandits or prisoners or.
You think you hear the sounds of feet coming from the direction of the stairs.
I'm just concerned whether or not there's any guards downstairs that are still. Well, it seems unlikely they'll still be alive. Okay.
I'm just doing some confusionary over here. So that was Stiiv. Was that everything Stiiv is doing?
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. I'm done. Yeah, I moved Toby, and
And
although I should
Steve.
move my, should I move myself back? I'll just move up to the door since it's mostly clear now, so we don't have to juggle the maps.
You see the explodified bodies of everyone that you exploded. And a lot of fire.
Much
And,
giggling ensues.
and you know to yourself, thinking, "Hey, I didn't start that fire. Not this time." And you check your face. You still look like Esteban. So maybe you won't get blamed for it this time.
Esteban's allowed to do collateral damage, and actually that'd be great for his campaign. Let's lose the poor people and the guards.
Shaefira, it is all about you.
Okay, I'm still on the other map, yes?
Yes, are you moving?
Yes, please.
Are you going to do dash as a bonus action and move a lot?
Yes.
Okay, I'll put you on the other map then. Like on the fringes, and you can. Let's say, so half your movement gets you to the doorway.
Hmm? Yeah, I'll
So
stay
you
in the
could
doorway.
still move. You don't actually have to dash. You would get. I'm sorry, I'm touching Toby without permission. Sorry, Toby. So you can get this far for 25 feet, but if you want to stop earlier, then, subtract the appropriate amount. You can move up to 50, though,
Okay.
if you dash.
Okay.
Now, how far
I'll
in do you look? Like, how far in the doorway do you move?
Not too far.
But do you actually enter the doorway?
Yes.
Okay, roll a perception check. You see stuff on fire. But you don't, but in the smoke and the fire, you don't notice where anybody is at this point. Even Bandit 12, you don't even know that Bandit 12 is there.
So I can't even see Bandit 12.
Right, you can't see Bandit 12. You
Okay.
just see fire, flaming, exploded dummies, exploded bodies. Like, whoa, carnage.
Okay.
And fire. Carnage and fire.
Okay. Wait a minute. Right, hang on. Okay. I guess I'll just stay where I am.
At this point, a bandit comes into view scurrying towards the stairs. and he just manages to like run, do a sprint. He was behind some of the equipment racks, but not close enough to get set on fire or exploded. And he dashes towards the stair, and he manages to descend the first couple. So he's partially covered. Another bandit comes in the view, running like, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, across the floor, and they descend a couple of stairs. Actually, even more. So they're like got 3/4 cover.
And they're going up, correct?
No, they're going down.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the shaded part of the stairs is downward. There's
So
horses
they-
still nickering outside. Donkey, donkey, donkey. At what point would it be appropriate for me to remove all these damn horses and donkeys?
Well, they're outside and we're in, so
I feel like I should get them off of here to just save me some time. I'll do that next round. I'll start like removing things.
If they come back into threat, then we can put them back.
Kymir. You roll a perception check.
okay. Oh yeah.
Kymir, not only do you see the bandits that seem to be running towards the stairs, but you spot out of your peripheral vision another bandit that was hiding behind some weapon rack. And to your right, to the south, you see a prisoner that was lurking against the wall, creeping his way around toward the door. And he's currently like has that oh shit look on his face, like, how am I going to get out of this?
I'm going to shout to Shaefira and Stiiv. Bandits over by the stairs, prisoner to the right, and then I'm going to run up to this guy and whack him. Well,
Okay.
I'm going to try and whack him. I shouldn't be too... You see? Because that's what happens if
Yeah.
I say I'm
After the kind of like leaping over the rack of weapons, there's a whole rack of spears there. The dodging and avoiding tripping over anything, you manage to kind of lose your balance as you swing and get air.
Do I still get my second attack?
Yes, you do.
Okay, then I will try again. Oh, that's better.
The follow-up you hit with a 23.
Oh,
You do 6 base damage.
okay, so I do the save. Oh,
And the
which is
bandit
save.
saves against the lightning effect. So the hand
Okay.
of fate was kind.
Then
this
I
time.
will. Well, you know, it had to end eventually. I couldn't do well all night. I will. Do I want to stay put? I'm going to stay put.
So we still don't know if the ongoing damage works.
We still don't know. We may never know.
Nope.
Prisoner 2 is trying to run away. Like, bad people in the doorway, that's not good. Fire surrounding him, that's not good. So he's kind of in difficult terrain at the moment, and he has to carefully dodge through the fire, and he only makes it this far. But
So
he's
one
running.
might say
He's running for the stairs.
So one might say he's going through the fire and flames.
Yes. Bandit 11 wants none of Kymir's shit. Does not want. So he disengages and runs.
Does that mean I can attack him?
No, the disengage, instead of him
Ah, right.
doing an attack action,
Yeah.
means he avoids attacks of opportunity. So he runs away as far as he can. The donkey's going to go bye-bye.
Okay.
Horse going to go bye-bye. Another horse going to go bye-bye. Another donkey. And I'm going to just close that map so I don't have it in my way. I'm sure this looks trash fart for the 1.2 people watching at home. Another horse. Stephen the Squintin.
All right.
It is your opportunity to be awesome.
Why can't I? Oh, there it goes. Okay. There's a little bit of a lag there. Okay. Let's see. First thing we're gonna do is a bonus action and move Toby on in there. Boop. But there's nothing in range, so he's just kind of floating. And then I'm gonna scoot up next to Shaefira. Can I see in the room from here?
You can see in the room. Roll a perception check.
I'm great at these.
Okay,
Holy shit.
through the smoke and flames and gore, you can make out everybody in the room. You see two dudes that are partially down the stairs, so they're only visible from either the waist or head up.
Okay. Well, first thing first is since the training dummy's explodified, I'm assuming I have a that's a circle. A direct line of sight to prisoner number 2,
Yes.
who's gonna get shot in the back twice, because that's what we do to prisoners.
So you hit him with your Eldritch Blast with the 24 and do 6
Aw.
damage, and you see him jerk with the impact. Hit another 24, another 6 damage. It's like he's stuck in a time loop. And the prisoner jerks once, twice. He's still standing, but he's obviously bloodied.
Okay.
Green smoke just raising from his body, from the wounds that you've inflicted. The green smoke kind of intermixing with the gray smoke of the fire.
And that's me.
Shaefira.
Has it cleared any? Can I see anything?
Roll a perception check.
Hey.
All right. So you like
Oh,
wipe
excuse
your
me,
eyes
that's a
little.
20.
Yeah, third 20 of the session. Third 20. So you wipe the smoke out of your eyes, and you can pick out where everybody is. You see the prisoner that looks very wounded, straight in front of you. You see that there's fire in several locations. There's smoke. You see where Kymir is located. You see prisoners to the north and northeast of the room. And then you see there's two, I say prisoners, but they're really bandits. And then you see two other masked guys or masked individuals upon the stairs that are partially obscured by the stairs, but you can still make out their heads.
Okay. Right. I'm gonna have a go at the prisoner with my firebolt.
All right. And a dirty 20. with your firebolt.
20.
Wait.
Uh,
One more. No, one more D10. You're level 5. That firebolt upgrades
Oh.
to 2
Oh,
D10.
that's right. I forgot about that.
I did not know that. Oh,
And
geez,
you drop
Louise.
that prisoner with your firebolt, and his flame,
With that one damage.
his rags are on fire now.
Excellent. Yeah, I'll just stay over here for the time being.
He's at 1 point made a difference.
Do I need to update this then?
Yeah, just when you hit the lasso or tennis racket or whatever to open it up, there's one for the row of damage. Hit the tennis racket for that one,
Yeah.
and then drag another D10 into the dice segment, and then close it all out.
Oh.
Yeah.
Sorted.
Awesome.
And then you should be good for forever.
Brill.
Okay. Now that was you, right? Are you moving at all?
Yep. No, I'm done.
Okay. Bandit on the stairs runs down the stairs and out of sight.
Oh, to a floor below us.
Mm-hmm.
That
Yeah.
makes sense now.
Well, that's
Yeah.
what I was going to ask. I couldn't decide if they were going up, if they were they coming
So
down to run further down, or
They were running. They were first running up the stairs, and now they're running down the stairs.
so they've basically come up, seen all the fire, and gone,
They've
"Oh, fuck
come
that,"
up,
and run away.
seen the bodies exploding, run back the way they came from,
Right, got you.
which is below in the level below. Which you guys know from your previous visit here, the prison is in the basement level of this tower. So that makes sense. Like, you know, that Eleander's office where you went before was on the floor above this. And that there's like barracks and stuff there.
I understand so much more.
Country and Western music, I understand it now.
Well, actually, I was thinking it's all coming back to me now, but it was never there. So it's all coming
It's all
to me
coming
now.
back to me now.
But just go back.
I'm gonna take Constable Judy off here too. We'll just pretend that she's fine. She is fine. What's to pretend? It's fine. The other bandit was even further down the stairs. His head just disappears. He's gone. Poop, out of sight.
So like this stairwell block is going up, and that one's going down.
Oh, I forgot to remove a horse.
I think so, yeah.
Oh, I forgot a whole bunch of horses and donkeys. I don't know what I was thinking.
Okay, so now that she's on the map, let's try that question again. So this brighter block of stairs is going upstairs,
Yeah.
and this darker one is going downstairs.
Right, exactly. That's how these stairs work.
Gotcha.
The shaded the shaded stairs are going down. The brighty stairs mean we're ascending.
Gotcha.
So there's this one bandit guy, and he's like, "Oh yeah, let's truck one." And he is pretty much out of sight from where all of you guys are standing right now.
Like half cover, 3/4 cover.
Like you can't. He's far enough down. Like he's on the stairs, and he's technically still on this level, but he's low enough on the stairs where you can't even see the top of his head.
Okay.
But if you were to move to a different location, you might have a straight shot at him. Did that make sense?
Yes.
I'm confused by my own stuff. Oop. I know, right? Kymir.
Okay. So these guys, these are bandits. We don't think they're prisoners. We think they're trying to get the prisoners out.
The bandits, for the most part, seem to be wearing masks.
They're social distancing properly.
But there's dudes like wearing the clothes, wearing rags. Stiiv, roll an insight check.
I'm great at these.
Yeah, Stiiv doesn't recognize anybody.
Yeah.
He's like, they're just dudes running out of the prison in rags. They can't be good people. They certainly aren't wearing the guard uniform.
Okay. 1, 2, 3. I'm gonna run up to him. We're gonna whack him. Hopefully. Oh, I did.
Dirty 20. He says, "Ow."
Good.
And
It's
you
ow a
drop
lot.
him.
Right. So I move 4. So I can, in theory, I can move down here as well.
Mm-hmm. And now you can see the other guy. He's not within weapon range, but you can see him.
Right. I'm just gonna shout. You better get in the bloody cells if you know what's good for you.
And you see he gives you the finger, and he's still running.
Then I'm gonna make my tail give him the finger back. With both my hands as well. Both hands and tail going,
Triple finger.
Yes. And that is me.
Stiiv and Squinton.
Okie dokie. So there's nobody I can see, but I saw people running down.
Yeah. You've seen everybody die who was visible, and the only guy that you know didn't die you saw him disappear down the stairs. And you see Kymir making rude gestures to something down the stairs.
Okay, so I don't want to be standing on the fire. That puts me basically. So there's my 30 feet of movement. I assume I still can no longer see Bandit 12. Would that be correct?
You can see yeah, you still can't see. Did you hear me, Raspberry? That was me coming to a DM decision right there. That's what it sounds like. You still don't have a good view on what's his face on the stairs.
Okay, folks. I don't want to get in front of the tank, so I will move Toby to the top of the stairs. Let me check something on Toby real quick.
Does Toby have reach?
Yeah, he's got 10-foot reach, and I do not have to have visual on it. That's what
so you can totally try to fondle that dude.
Yeah, we're gonna straight up hentai bandit number 12.
And you fondle him successfully with your Tobathoth.
Honk.
For 3 damage. Now, did you mean to do lightning?
Yeah, it can do lightning or cold.
Oh, did they both reduce 10 by 10 feet? For some reason I was thinking only cold reduced speed by 10 feet. Okay.
Let me double check. I'm pretty sure it doesn't matter, but
No, it's probably me confusing it with like another spell that does that effect, like cold touch.
Yeah, no, there's a
Cold touch
cantrip.
or
Yeah,
something.
there's freezing ray, the cantrip that does it, and firebolt doesn't. Neither does shocking grasp. But no.
That's probably what I'm thinking of.
Yeah, cold or
Okay,
lightning damage,
So he
and
can
it
only
freezes
move
his
20 feet next round.
assuming his speed is 30, that would be correct.
Yes.
And I'm spent.
Okay. Everyone do a perception check.
That didn't even roll, it just dropped. However, I perceive that Shaefira's hips are going.
Oh, check that out. Fucking
Yeah.
hell.
Fucking hell again!
What the actual hell? It's 420 is the session.
Yeah.
I can't even say the dice is weird because it's not even a real bloody dice.
I have no lag today, if that
So
helps.
Stiiv doesn't hear anything over the whispers in his head. But even Shaefira from the doorway and Kymir from the top of the stair, you pick out a voice that you've heard before, that of Craddock Stonehorn. The prison chief, the head jailer, Eleander Fireborn's right-hand man. And you hear his voice barreling from below. Stand your ground! Roll a history check.
3. Oh, this is -1. This ain't gonna be good.
Oh.
Nope.
We don't know shit.
Stiiv, you remember enough. You remember he's not a dwarf, but he has a peg leg.
Oh well, that's as
And he
good
lost
as
a leg in the last war.
took an arrow to the knee.
And he's pretty tough as far as Stiiv remembers.
He was once an adventurer like us.
So it sounds like Craddock Stonehorn and whatever guards remain are kind of taking their last stand down below at trying to prevent anything down there from moving up here or getting out of their cages.
I'd say we should let them know that we're here, but considering there was a gigantic explosion and all the remaining bandits went, oh shit, and ran back downstairs, I think they know.
Yeah, they might have a suspicion that something is definitely going on upstairs. Now, what it might be, who's the perpetrator of said noises, that's not for them to know at this point. And I think that would probably be a good place for us to stop for today.
Okay.
Well, that was fun. We killed lots of things. Didn't take any damage, and
I am amazed at my rolling today. That was ridiculous.
Both of you were on fire.
Oh, she's been on fire for like 3 weeks.
well, not when it matters.
Oh.
Mm-mm.
I don't know,
Oh.
shooting an arrow through a bandit's open mouth and dropping him in one hit is kind of when it matters.
True.
Oh
But I
shit!
That was fun.
Yeah, we're good.
What's kind of making me giggle a little bit is in another campaign, the Dragon Heist / Dungeon of the Mad Mage one with Evil Beaker, that Bonnie's also in. My bard there has had Shatter for over a year and has yet to have an opportunity to make it work. And Stiiv gets it, and on the first session is allowed to make the Here Come the Boom.
Kaboom!
And that really went boom.
Well, hey, y'all have new toys.
I ain't
Oh, I
used
mean,
my new
You
toy
should
yet.
get to use them.
Shit! I didn't use Stunning Strike, and I've hit stuff tonight.
Yeah,
Well,
but isn't it a key point to do Stunning Strike?
no. Is it? Is it?
It might be. I think all of your fancy
No,
things
no,
are
no,
key
no.
points.
Oh yeah, you can spend a key point to attempt a stunning strike, but I have I did have 5 key points. I've used some of them, but I could have used stunning strike to stop that guy from running out of the gate.
Wait, how
I mean,
many
I
key
stopped
points?
him
You used
anyway.
like 3 key points?
Yes, I've got 2 left.
Yeah, but stunned is like a complete fuck you to whatever you stun. For the next round, everything gets a advantage against it. I'm pretty sure there's automatic melee criticals. Like they're you just get to gangbang on whatever stun.
Exactly. Right, I must try and remember that next week.
Oh, in fact, heroism. Not that it's really mattered since we haven't been
Oh yeah.
hit.
No, I have been using that the last couple of weeks, but I didn't today.
Okay,
I didn't need
you
it today.
needed it today.
No, I mean, what the fuck? What? That's unheard of, not losing any hit points.
I don't know how. I mean, we've gone through like 30 people and have not taken a single point of damage. Like,
Yeah. That's
I think-
because
when did
everybody's trying to escape. And now they're like
that's true.
realizing that, oh fuck, we can't escape because these bad people are out here. These meanies are outside.
Not bad people, we're the good people.
That's
The ones who are
for
like, let the
debate.
poors
Yeah,
die.
fair enough. Yeah.
I was just
Yeah.
Let the poors die.
At least
Kymir
I-
thinks he's a good guy.
At least I was in disguise when I said that.
I mean, I
Oh,
can
shit.
see Shaefira being like, I'm not bothered. But like, poor Kymir.
And
Poor,
the
poor
horse.
sweet, innocent, raised in a monastery Kymir. As he's
He's
led
very
away
innocent.
from the mudslide.
Let the poor people die.
That gift's going to be in my head
Yeah.
forever.
I am rationalizing that by Kymir has a good relationship with Eleander Fireborn and the town guard.
You see, I feel that Kymir is very law-abiding, so the prison break is going to be a big thing for him.
Yeah,
And he's going to think that the rest of the town is up trying to help the people at the mudslide. So
and I
that's how he's going to justify
I don't know
it.
if did Dave tell you like in his election report that the people like the vote that Kymir has is the town guard vote.
I think you mentioned that. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The only thing I remember was that Shaefira was getting the stripper pole vote. That's literally the only thing. You said it is that she was in a bar and there was a stripper pole and she got
Is
the
that
stripper
what I
pole vote.
said? I am
But you
like,
did
that's
mention
not
the
what-
poll. Yes. Yes.
Oh.
Kid, I don't remember
Wait,
that.
no, I thought I was talking about election polls, not stripper polls. What? I'll have to go back
Fairly
and
sure
look
there
at
was a-
that
there
Dave's
was a
summary
whole-
of the election.
When it comes to Shaefira and tavern and alcohol, anything goes really. So you could
The
do
drinking
something about
contingent,
alcohol.
like Shaefira.
The hips don't lie.
Now I just need to get a place where we can have a couple hours and things will be real fun.
Yeah.
Oh, now I'm worried.
Well, I got more toys that I haven't been able to pull out yet.
He hasn't had time to
I need some
unpack.
time to. I need some
Oh,
time to unpack
no.
and prepare them.
Y'all haven't had a chance to unpack all your luggage from your swamp trip.
No, we're still covered in goo.
It's true. Cool.
Okay, right. Thanks, Bonnie.
Thanks, guys.
Yes. Thank you. Loads of fun.
Bye bye,
See you
Steve.
next
Bye,
week.
Steve.
Bye, Steve.